Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Sam Dyke from Gym Wizards. Today I'm going to be bringing you a Fitnastics workout. I hope you guys are ready for this one. Before we start this class, we're just going to chat about a social skill for today. And our social skill is conflict resolution. Now, guys, you've got to think about those two words. We've got to take them and we've got to separate them first. So let's first look at the first word, conflict. Now, we've got to think about what that is. Guys, now conflict is like fighting, it is arguing. It's not only like fist fighting, it's also, saying mean things, saying like rude things to each other. It could also be fist fighting. Just any kind of like argument between you and someone else or between two groups. That's what conflict is. And then the word resolution is, kind of like fixing something or coming to a conclusion to sort out the problem. And if we put those two together, fighting and then the solution or fixing something is conflict resolution, which is when two or more people find a peaceful way to, sort out something, whether it's an argument, whether it's a fight, just a peaceful and nice way to sort that out. And that's what conflict resolution is. And when it comes to conflict resolution, guys, you have to think about your feelings as well as the other person's, because just as much as the other person's feelings are important, yours are as well. You can't neglect yourself or you can't ignore your feelings. You guys have got to both benefit out of this conflict resolution that you guys want to come up with in the peaceful way. You both have to benefit. So if you guys are fighting, the other person can't be happy and you're still upset. You both have to be happy at the end, and you both have to come to an agreement. So that's what conflict resolution is, guys. But now we're about to get into this workout. You've got to make sure that you have a clear area, a nice soft area. You're going to need some pillows, a skipping rope for the warm-up, and most importantly, water, just in case you guys get thirsty. Okay, we're going to start off with some skipping. That's going to be our warm-up. We're going to get our heart rate going, our blood pumping. The first thing we're going to do is just stretch out at those legs and get them nice and warm, as well as our ankles. So you guys are going to go from heels to toes, and you're just going to do this for about 20 seconds. We're just increasing the blood flow to our legs as well as warming up those ankles, because as we know, when we skip, we're going to be using our legs as well as our ankles to help us jump. Okay, so we're just going to do this for about a couple of more seconds, feeling the stretch in the legs and then feeling the contraction when you go all the way up. Okay, guys, kick that out just a little bit. Now we're going to do left leg swings, okay? So you can situate yourself up against the wall, or you can use a chair. And now what you're going to do is you're going to just stand up against the wall, and the leg that's furthest away from the wall, which is my right leg, you're just going to swing up and down, making sure that you keep your leg on the ground nice and straight, and you're going to try and keep the leg that you're swinging straight. Okay, we're stretching out our hips, hip flexors, as well as our quad muscle and our hamstring. Okay, just getting it nice and loose, and there we go. Now you're going to perform the same thing on the other leg. Remember, you want to swing the leg that's furthest away from the wall or the chair. Find a nice balance. And let's go, guys. You don't have to do this with using your hand against the wall. You guys can try and balance and use your arms like this to try and stretch it out. It's really up to you, as long as you're feeling the stretch. Okay, that's the most important. All right. Last thing. Okay, we got two more things left. We're going to roll our ankle. Okay, so you can choose your right leg or your left leg. Make a nice point with a toe, and you're just going to draw a circle with your ankle. Then you're going to go onto the other side, do the same thing on the other foot. Just roll the ankle, get it nice and loose, making sure that you are ready for this warm-up. Last thing, just 10 squats just to activate our quad muscles, get the blood pumped in there. So what I want you guys to do is make sure that your legs are at 90 degrees. You don't want to go past that. You want to keep your back nice and straight. You're going to go all the way down and all the way up 10 times. Let's go. All the way down. Make sure your feet are nice and flat. You want to push through your heels all the way up and squeeze the leg muscles when you're all the way at the top of the movements. Okay, let's go 3 more, all the way 90 degrees, push up, and let's go 1 more, just like that, guys. All right, okay, you don't need your skipping rope just yet. We're going to do a few little exercises without the rope. You guys can you can put your rope nice and straight on the ground like this, or you can use a crack on your ground. You can use a mat, you can use anything, but you're just going to keep the skipping rope like this. You can put it on the ground just as a baseline. Okay, guys, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump on one leg. Okay, so we don't even have to use the rope. So if you want to jump on your left leg or your right leg, You're just going to jump up and down, just getting used to it. Remember, land on the balls of your feet, on your toes, just jumping up and down. You can do the same on your right leg. Just get used to the jumps. Do those legs together. Bend those legs as well. And when you're jumping up, you want to try and push hard off the ground. You go to your left leg again. Go to your right. There we go. Now we're ready to get into the movement of skipping. Okay, guys? We're going to do now something called the Ducky. So when you jump, you want your toes and your knees pointing outwards. And when you jump again, your toes and your knees pointing inwards. Okay? You can pretend that you're skipping with a skipping rope in your hand. And you jump outwards, inwards, outwards, inwards. And we're just going to do this for about 15 seconds. You guys can start nice and slow. And then you guys can speed up, okay? Outwards, inwards, outwards, inwards. Let's go. We got about 5 more seconds. There we go. Guys, you can feel that even though you're not using the skipping rope, you're still getting that cardio in, okay? It's still making your heart beat super fast, okay, as you guys are doing this. Now we're going to do the cross jumps. So you can start with your legs together. You're going to jump, open up your legs and straddle. And then when you jump again, you're going to cross your legs, okay, right in front of your left, into your straddle again. And now when you jump and cross, your other leg is going to go in the front. So left leg in front, okay? Straddle, right leg in front and cross, straddle, left leg in front and cross, okay? And as you guys get ready for that, you can go a bit faster. And we're just going to do this for about 10 seconds. Make sure you land on your toes. And you guys are just going to keep on going. There we go. You can pretend that you have a skipping rope in your hand. And there we go. Last one, we're going to do some scissor jumps, okay? Now, scissor jumps, you can start off with legs together. You're going to jump, legs open, one leg in front of the other one. So right leg in front of your left, legs together, then your left leg in front, okay? Land on those toes. You can use the skipping rope if you want to and go faster. So instead of landing with your legs together, you can just jump and swap, and you can use the skipping rope to help you, okay? One leg over the other one, and you can just jump and swap. And if it feels easy for you, you can move up and down the skipping rope, just like that, trying to get faster. Move those hands to help you, okay, guys? Now, you guys can get the skipping rope in your hand. Now it's up to you, okay? If you don't have a skipping rope, you guys can do the exact same jumps that we just did, or you can try the jumps with a skipping rope. But if that's a bit difficult for you, I want you guys to just jump as many times as you can with a skipping rope. You guys can go nice and slow. So as soon as the rope hits the ground, jump over, swing, rope touches, jump over. You can do it like that. Or you can do a double jump. So it's one, and do like a little jump. So you're swinging the rope nice and slowly. Remember, use your wrists. You want to tuck your elbows into your body. Use those wrists. You don't want to have your hands up high, because look here. If it's not close to your body, the skipping rope is small. You want to have the skipping rope nice and wide so you can jump over. Plus, you don't want to have it too wide, because look, now I have to bend those legs to jump over. If your hands are nice and low, you can jump over nice and easy. And if you're feeling like you can jump really, really well, you can just do a jump with one jump in between every swing, okay? And I want you guys to do that as many times as you can in 30 seconds, okay? Let's go, guys. Remember, land on your toes, bend those legs just a little bit. Every time you hear the skipping rope hit the ground, that's when you're going to jump, okay? And guys, skipping is so good for your cardio, okay? The more that you skip, it's actually better than running, okay? You are burning so much more calories. You're getting a great workout. It's so good for your jumping. It's so good for your legs. And we're going to just do this for about 15 more seconds. It's super great, guys. Just keep on going. And there we go. Nice. Okay, guys, that was our warm-up. Now remember, you don't have to do just one round. You guys can do 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Do as many skips, okay? The faster you go, I want you guys to try and challenge yourself, okay? Try and do as many skips as you can in a specific time. So if it's 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, do as many as you can in that time, okay? Now we're going to do a bit of a stretch, all right? So we're going to start off first with some arm circles. You want to swing those arms as big as you can, keeping them nice and straight, trying to get your arms to your ears, okay? Want to get them nice and wide, and this is warming up our shoulders, okay? We got some handstands today, so we're going to make sure that our upper body is nice and warm. Let's keep on going. Now you're going to do the same thing, going backwards, big circles, opening it up, trying to get those arms close to those ears. There we go. Okay, next thing what we're going to do is we're going to do front, side, and back supports, okay? So your front support is when your body's nice and straight, making sure your your hands are in line with your shoulders. You don't want to be too back or too forward. Just shoulders in line with your hands. You're going to go to your side support, to your back support. Now on your back support, you're going to make sure your hands are behind you, nice and flat. You're going to lift that body nice and straight. Going back into your side support. You can hold that for about 5 seconds. Go back into your back support. Hold for 5 seconds. It's also stretching out your shoulders. You want to push that chest up. Go into your side support again. And lastly, into that front support. Make sure your shoulders are in line with your hands. And there we go. Now we're going to do the Cobra Stretch. We're going to stretch out our stomach as well as our back. We've got backward rolls today, so we're going to make sure we're nice and warm in that sense. So you guys can lie down nice and flat on the ground, hands next to your side, and you're going to push all the way up. Make sure you look up at the sky. Make sure you're feeling that stretch in your back and in your stomach. Okay, squeeze your bum, look back, and if you want to make sure that you're stretching a bit more, you can try and put your feet on your head. Okay, try and put that feet in your head. Looking back. Hold that just for a little bit longer. And there we go. Okay, now we're going to stretch out those legs. We're going to go into a lunge. You can put any leg in the front, any leg at all. I'm going to put my right leg first. You're going to make sure that your toe is just in front of your knee. You're going to push your hips down to the ground. And you're going to hold that stretch there. Make sure that you put one hand on each side of the leg. And you're going to hold that there, okay? Push down. Make sure you're feeling the stretch. That's the most important thing, okay? Making sure that you are feeling the stretch the whole time, okay? I can tell you, or you can go down and you can do the movement, but if you're not feeling the stretch, then it's not working, okay? You've got to make sure that you feel that stretch. Hold that there for a little bit longer. We're going to hold this for about 5 more seconds. And then we're going to swap legs, and we're going to do the exact same thing, okay? One hand on each side of your leg. Just like this. You're going to push down. Make sure you're feeling that stretch all the way up the leg into your hip, okay? Press down like that, nice and hard, guys. We're just going to hold this for about 10 seconds. Remember, feel the stretch. It's the most important thing. You don't have to go all the way down like that. You can also hold your hips and push down like this. And guys, if you can go into the splits, you can go down into the splits, making sure you feel the stretch, okay? If you're not feeling the stretch in the lunge, you can try and hold your back leg, get in more of a stretch. Just most important thing, you want to try and get your hips to the ground, okay? You want to act like there's a magnet pulling you down to the ground, okay? Nice one, guys. That was our stretch. You have 10 seconds. You guys can quickly go get a sip of water. Bring all your stuff. I want you guys to go get 2 pillows. One nice, I would say, a fat pillow, and then try and get like a long pillow, okay? Because you're going to use that to make a ramp, okay, later on when we do our backward rolls. But we're going to start off with some handstands, okay? So the first thing that you guys can do is go get a chair, okay? If you don't have a chair, guys, you can use a couch, just anything, a little table, just something that you can use to put your legs to make it a bit higher than your hands, okay? We're going to start off doing a puck handstand, okay? There's 3 different levels. You can do it on your knees, in a tuck position, or in a pike with straight legs, okay? So I'm going to show you the 3 different ones. You can start off on your knees, hold it for 10 seconds like that, or you can go into a tuck on your toes, bent legs for 10 seconds, or you can make your legs nice and straight and hold that for 10 seconds, okay? So you guys choose one, and let's hold that for 10 seconds, okay? Make sure your hands are nice and flat, arms are nice and straight, and hold that there for 10 seconds, okay? We're getting our shoulders nice and warm. Make sure you're looking at your hands the whole time. We're just warming up our whole top part of our body for our handstands, okay? You guys can come down nice and slowly. Nice job. If you feel that you want to do that for another round, you guys can pause the video, and you can do that for another round, okay? Now, we're going to be doing some seesaws, some half handstands, okay? This is going to help us as a progression to get into our actual handstands, okay? So I want you guys to get into your lunge. Your lunge is putting your strong leg in the front. Your back leg is going to be straight. Your front leg, which is your strong leg, is going to be nice and bent. Your hands are going to be up like this. That's your lunge, okay? The reason why your front leg is bent is because that's the leg that's going to push off, okay? You almost jump in off that leg, okay? And the back leg, you're going to swing up, okay? But you want to keep your leg in the shape of an L. So watch. In the shape of an L, coming all the way down, just like that. And I want you guys to do that just 5 times, okay? Get in the feel. Make sure you keep your arms nice and straight. Keep your legs, keep looking at your hands, and I want you to keep your arms like this, okay? Keeping your hands pointed forwards, arms nice and straight, and you're going to go up like that. Did you guys see my legs were in the shape of an L, okay? Your legs can be bent, but I want you to try and keep it straight, okay? Let's go 3 more. Coming back into a lunge every single time. There we go. And let's go 1 more, guys. Nice. And that's basically what a handstand is, all right. But now I want you guys to go find a wall. You can use a chair again or a couch. We're going to do something called a Spider-Man handstand. This is when our feet are going to be higher than our hands. I recommend using a wall, so I want you guys to go find something like this. And the first handstand that you guys can do is on a chair if you don't feel comfortable yet, or you can do a 45-degree handstand, which is in this position, or you can try and get your hands very close to the wall, just almost there at a 20-degree, okay? And you're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So your back is going to be facing the wall like this. I'm going to show you a 45. You're going to put your hands down on the ground. You're going to put your feet up all the way like this, and you're going to hold that there for 10 seconds. And then come all the way down, okay? Your focus over here is to squeeze your muscles, put that emphasis on the shoulders, and we want to get those shoulders and stuff nice and strong. Plus, we're holding it for 10 seconds, so it's getting our muscles ready for when we want to go into a handstand without the wall and hold it, okay? Let's go, guys. We're going to hold that handstand for 10 seconds, okay? All the way up on the wall, and hold it there. 10 seconds. Hold it there, squeeze everything. You want your legs together, you don't want to have your legs apart, and just hold that there. And you can come down nice and slowly, and that was a Spider-Man handstand, okay guys? Now, for you guys that want to make yourselves, or you want to make it a bit more difficult, we're going to do a kick up to handstand, okay? Now, a kick up to handstand is, instead of our stomach facing the wall, our backs are going to face the wall, okay? So, Spider-Man handstand, a kick up to handstand is going to be like this. So we have 3 different levels. The first level is going into a lunge, putting your hands down on, putting your back up against the wall, and you're just kicking up like this. Keeping your back up nicely against the wall, going into a half handstand, and you guys can do that 10 times, okay? Focusing on kicking nice and hard. This is where your front leg, the leg that's bent, is going to help you push all the way up, okay? Your second level is when you're going to kick all the way up, and your leg is going to hit, okay, the top of the wall. You don't want to kick it too hard because you don't want to hurt your heel, okay? You don't want to hurt your ankle. So this is the second level. Go into your lunge again, kick all the way up. Make sure your leg touches the wall. All the way up, touches the wall, and you guys can do that 10 times. Or if you feel that you are super strong and you got some good handstands, you can kick all the way up, get those legs together, and hold that for just 5 to 10 seconds. You guys can choose, okay? And this is what it's going to look like. Okay, you're going to start in your lunge, kick all the way up until your feet touch, and you can hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, and then come all the way down, back into your lunge. All right, guys? And that's our handstands, okay? You guys can practice this anywhere, at any time, wherever there's a wall. Just make sure that there's nothing dangerous around you. Make sure that if you fall, you're falling on something soft. And guys, handstands are so important. And the more you practice it, the better you're going to get, okay, guys? You got 10 seconds. Quickly get a sip of water. Remember, water is super important. You got to stay hydrated. You don't want to get thirsty. You don't want to feel like your mouth is dry. You always want to keep it wet. So quickly go get a sip. We're going to get into some backward rolls, okay? I want you guys to go get your pillows, okay? Remember, we're going to make sure that we are nice and safe when we're doing it. So I've got my 2 pillows. I've got my fat pillow, and I've got my long pillow. I'm just going to keep that over there. The first thing we're going to start off with is log rolls, okay? So log rolls are so important because it's keeping our body nice and tight, okay? We're working on our core. Now in backward rolls, your core, or in doing any of these movements, your core is so important. When you have a strong core, the rest of your stuff is going to be so easy. When you're doing a handstand, you're working on core. When you're doing a backward roll, when you're using core. When you're running, you're using core. Everything is core, guys. Okay? So now I've got a mic on, so I can't really roll, but I'm going to show you what you can do. You guys are going to lie down nice and flat on the ground. Okay? Keeping your body nice and straight. Now look here. My hands are off the ground as well as my legs. When I roll onto my back, I'm just using my stomach. And then my legs are going to be off the ground and my hands are off the ground. And you're just going to roll backwards and forwards like that, okay? Trying to keep your legs together, arms nice and straight. Only using your stomach muscles and your back muscles to go all the way and turning, okay? Now, since I've got the mic over here, you guys can roll. So you can go and keep on rolling and then roll all the way back and keep on rolling, okay? The more that you roll and the more that you hold this position without using your hands to help you, the stronger you're going to get, okay? Plus, it's helping you with the rolling aspect, and that's what backward rolls are about, okay? Then, you guys can do that for a couple of times. Make sure you feel nice and easy with it. You're going to feel nice and tight over there. I want you guys to just do 5 of them. You can go there and back 5 times. Once you're done with that, we're going to go into something called rock and rolls with one of my favorite things, pizza hands, okay? So, these are pizza hands. When your hands are over here, you can see your elbows. They're not all the way out. You must be able to see those elbows. Your hands are nice and flat. Now, when you rock back, you got to make sure that your knees are bent, okay? Your knees and your chest are like a magnet, okay? So they always stay together. When my chest goes back, my knees mustn't stay there. It must come back with me, okay? But remember, you got those pizza hands because of the backward roll. So you want to roll, let those hands touch the ground, and then you're going to come all the way back, all right? You're going to do that just about 5 times. Get it nice and easy. Rock. Make sure your hands touch. Remember, your knees and your chest stay together. There's a little bit of a gap between them. All the way back. Let's go. We've got 3 more. Make sure your hands touch every time on the floor. And guys, this is almost doing a backward roll, okay? It's just helping us with the rolling action, and that's what we want. Okay, now we're going to get into some shoulder rolls, okay? So I'm going to first show you what a shoulder roll looks like on the ground, and I'm going to show you how you can break it down to make it a bit easier for you, as well as the most difficult, okay? So this is a shoulder roll. Lying down nice and flat. Remember, you must choose what shoulder you want to go on. You want to go on your left shoulder, your right shoulder. That's very important. You guys must choose what is your strong shoulder or your more dominant one, okay? Now, I'm going to show you on both sides. So I'm going to show you over here on my right shoulder. If I want to go on my right shoulder, I must turn my head to the opposite. So opposite to my right is my left, and my knees must go to the shoulder that I want to go on, okay? So my knees are going to go to my right shoulder because I want to go over my right. You know, turn that head, keep your arms over here, bring that shoulder over, and see, because I'm turning my head away from the shoulder that I want to go on, I'm moving it completely out of the danger zone. I don't want my neck or my head to be hurt while I'm doing these rolls, okay? Same thing that happens when you're doing it on your left shoulder, okay? So now, I want to go on my left shoulder, so I must turn my head to the opposite side. Opposite to my left is my right. I want to bring my knees to my left, and you're going to go over the shoulder just like that, okay? It's a bit difficult on flat ground, so you guys can make it a bit easier for yourself by building a ramp, okay? So you guys can put your one pillow down like this, just like that, and you can take your other one, put it on top, just like that. And now, guys, there we go. As you can see, you have a little bit of a ramp. And now you do the exact same movement like I just showed you. Okay, you're going to lie down at the beginning of your ramp. Remember, choose what shoulder you want to go on. I'm going to go on my right shoulder. So I must look to my opposite side, which is my left. The ramp is going to help me go all the way down. And as easy as that. So you guys can try that a couple of times. I want you guys to do 3 or 5 of those. If this is easy for you, what you can do is, then you can go to flat ground, okay? So you can move your pillows out the way. Then, just like I showed you just now, you can do it on flat ground, except you're going to land in a tuck, okay? So you're going to go all the way over, land in the tuck, just like that. And if you want to make it even more difficult for yourself, you try and stand up afterwards, okay? So you do your shoulder roll, going all the way over like that, and standing up every time. Okay, guys? Let's try 2 more of those. Feel nice and comfortable. Remember, turn your head the opposite to what shoulder you want to go on. Okay, let's go. We're going to do 2 more. I'll show you from this way again. Lie down nice and straight. Move that head. Go bring that shoulder, those knees to the shoulder that you want to go over, and it's nice and simple. Okay, now guys, you're going to feel your core working. That's why I said your core's nice. Super important when you're doing this. Okay, turn that head the other way and bring those knees over, just like that. Nice one, guys. Now we are going to do a backward roll. All right, now instead of moving our head out the way and going over the shoulder, we are going over our back using those pizza hands, except now we're going to push. Okay, so if you guys want some help with this, do your pizza hands and have mommy and daddy hold their hands on top, and you must try and push their hands away. Okay, and they can try and make it more difficult for yourself, because that's really going to help you build nice strength in your arms for your backward rolls. Okay, guys, but this is what a backward roll is going to look like. You're going to start in your little crouch position. You're going to sit down on the bum, pizza hands, push those hands onto your feet. Okay, now you don't want to go over your head. Okay, you want to push with those hands, and you only want your back to touch when you're doing your backward rolls. Okay, you don't want any part of your head. Okay, that's why we got to push with those hands. All right, guys. Now to make it easier, you guys can use your ramp again, or you can do it on the flat ground to tuck, or you can do your backward roll to stand. Okay, I'm going to show you on your ramp. Okay, so you can put your little fat pillow down. You can take your other one, put it down as well. And there's your little ramp. It just makes it a bit easier because it makes you go faster. You have more momentum when you're going down. So you guys can sit just like this. Pizza hands. Make sure your chin is in this hole, okay? You don't want to be looking back like this or sideways, because then you're going to go skew. You want to put your chin in that hole and keep it there, okay? So you're going to sit, pizza hands, look at that tummy. Remember, you want your knees to come with your chest. Go, push with those hands, and land in a nice tuck. And you guys can do that 3 to 5 times to feel nice and ready. If you feel like you want to do a bit more, you guys can. So pause the video and then just do that a bit more. But now I'm going to show you what you guys can do. If that's easy for you, you guys can do it on the floor. Remember, 2 tuck, and the last level is standing, okay? So I want you guys to start in a crouch, all right? And as soon as your bum touches the ground, it's almost like hot potato. So as soon as your bum touches, going all the way over. So pizza hands, tuck your chin. As soon as that bum touches, push and land in a nice tuck, okay? Then, if that feels comfortable for you, you can try and stand up afterwards. All right, guys? Remember to push with those hands. So go into your crouch, pizza hands. As soon as you sit, push. And that's our backward rolls, guys. We're going to do 2 more, and you can choose. You can go down the ramp, 2 tuck, or you can try and stand up afterwards. Most importantly, put that chin in the neck, push with those hands. Let's go 2 more, guys. Sit down, push. I'm going to stand up, and then I'm going to do 1 to tuck, okay? So I'm going to go, push with those hands, 2 tuck. Nice one, guys. Awesome. So there was our handstands, and we just did our backward rolls, okay? Remember, when you're doing that, make sure your chin is tucked. You got your pizza hands and push in, and your area must be nice and soft and safe, okay? Guys, you got 10 seconds. Get a sip of water, and then we're going to do our functional fitness, and this is where we're going to make ourselves nice and strong, okay? These strength exercises are going to help us for all our different movements. And it's just great for our cardio fitness, our strength, and just overall fitness in general, okay? So the first thing that we have is our plank, okay? There's 3 different levels. You guys can do your plank like this, with your hands underneath your shoulders, with arms straight, or you can do it on your elbows, straight legs, and if you want to make it even more difficult, you can put your feet on a raised surface, like a couch or a chair. Start on your elbows, holding for 20 seconds, okay? Let's go, guys. You're going to follow along with me, and I'm going to show you how you can make it easier or more difficult for yourself, okay? Let's go. Hold. Time always goes so much slower when you're in plank. It's almost like you're putting a pause button on, okay? I don't want you guys to look at the time. Don't have your bum dropped or up high like that. You want to keep your body nice and straight. You want to squeeze your bum and your tummy. We've got about 10 more seconds left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Whether you have straight arms or bent arms, it doesn't matter. You want to squeeze the body, okay? You want to squeeze your stomach. That's what we're focusing on, okay? We're focusing on our core. All right, come down. Now we're going to be doing some pike push-ups, guys, okay? So this is where you're going to have your legs open like this, okay? Nice and straight. You can, if you want to have it bent, it's fine. But now our focus is on our shoulders, okay? So this is bending down and pushing up like that, okay? We're going to do this 10 times, okay? 5 to 10 times depending on you. All the way down, all the way up. If you want to make it more difficult, keep your legs nice and straight. And the last level of difficulty, you can put your feet on a raised surface like a couch or a chair, okay? 5 to 10. Let's go, guys. I'm going to do 5. Let's go. I'm going to try and keep my legs straight. Bend and push up. Bend and push up. There we go. You want to focus on those shoulders. Don't let your head touch the ground. And you're going to feel that your shoulders are working. All right, guys. There we go. And I want you guys to push yourself. If you guys can do 10, do 10. All right. Now we're going to do some dips, okay? So this is where you can get your chair again. Okay. Get your chair. You can put your chair down. Now there's also 3 levels with your dips. The first level, hands on the chair. You want your fingers facing forward. Okay, just like this. Have your chest out. Your legs at 90 degrees. Bending down and pushing up. Bending down and pushing up. That's the first level. Second level, straight legs, bend, push up, bend and push up. The last level is have your legs nice and raised, okay? It's going to increase the difficulty. I only want you guys to do 10, and let's go. 10, guys. I'm going to have my legs straight. You only want to bend your arms to 90 degrees. You don't want to go more than that, okay? Let's go 10, guys. Bend down to 90 and push up. This is working on our triceps, okay? A little bit in our shoulders as well. Bending and pushing up for 10, okay, guys? All right. Now, next we have, you can go get 2 chairs, guys. Okay, you got the 1 chair ready. You can get the other chair. Make sure that your guys' chairs are nice and sturdy. You don't want them to be unbalanced because then it's going to be a bit more difficult for you. Okay. Let me put this at an angle so you guys can see. Just like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands in between the chair on each side, and you guys are going to choose, okay? You can have tuck legs. You can get your legs nice and straight, or you can try and get your legs as high as you can by keeping them straight, okay? And you're just going to hold this for 5 to 10 seconds, okay? Let's go. Arms up nice and straight. I'm going to bend my legs, and you're going to hold this for 10 seconds. Okay, this is going to squeeze your stomach. It's going to be a bit difficult. Try and keep those arms straight, hands nice and flat. Look out in front of you, keep your chest up, and you're going to hold that there. There we go. We got about 3 more seconds. And down. Oof, I was shaking there. Guys, great core exercise. Try and do it for about 10 seconds because it really, really works, okay? Last thing we're going to do is step-ups, okay? So this is where you can have your chair as well. Just like this. And now, you're going to do 5 to 10 on each leg. You guys can choose. Foot over there. Now it depends, okay? You can have the height just above your ankle, or you can have the height at knee level, just like this chair. And the most difficult would be something just above knee height, okay? Something about there to you. You guys are going to put 1 leg on at a time. You're going to push all the way up, come all the way down. Now you can do 5 to 10 on the 1 leg first, and then you're going to swap and do 5 to 10 on the other leg, or you can do 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot alternating each time, 5 to 10 on each leg, okay? For now, we're going to do 5 each leg. Let's go. You're going to push all the way up, and I'm going to swap my legs. So I'm going to first do my right, then I'm going to do my left. Right, then my left, just because then my 1 leg doesn't get too tired. I want to try and work both legs equally so that the one doesn't get tired and the other one is relaxed. Okay, guys? You want to push through, try and keep those legs nice and flat. You don't want to push up on your toe or just on your heel. You want to make sure that you're using your whole foot to push all the way up. Make sure your chair is balanced as well. You don't want to have it unbalanced, okay? And there we go, guys. That's our functional fitness. Now, I've explained it to you guys. 1 round. We only did 1 round. I want you guys to push yourselves, and I want you to do 3 to 5, okay? So you can pause the video right now. Go back. Do it all again as fast as you can, from the plank to the pike push-up, to the dips, to the L-sit, to the step-ups, as fast as you can. Then rest for about 30 seconds. Do it all again. Then rest again, do it all again, and then you've done it 3 times, okay? And if you really want to push yourselves, do all the way to 5, okay? And I promise you, it's going to make you nice and strong, okay? Now, our heart rate's up, our body's nice and warm, so we've got to cool ourselves down. Okay, so I want you guys just to go into your butterflies. You're going to open up your legs, get your feet together. This is just a great way to get your heart rate down. You don't want it to be pumping. You don't want your heart to be brrrr. You just want to sit nicely, open up those legs, and you just want to shake out those legs. You're going to feel your stretch in your legs and in your groin. Just flapping those wings. And now you want to try and go down as far as you can with your knees and try and get your nose to your feet. And you guys just want to hold that there, okay? Hold that there. Make sure you're feeling the stretch the whole time. There we go. Now we're going to do a bit of a shoulder stretch because we did some handstands today. So you're going to put your hands at the back of you, sitting down on your bum, knees bent, and you're going to slide your bum as far down as you can, feeling the stretch all the way up your arm, into your shoulder, lift up your chest. So now you're stretching your chest, you're stretching your shoulders, and you're stretching out your biceps a little bit as well, okay? You want to hold this for about 15 seconds. If you guys are feeling a bit stiff in some areas, you can pause the video, stretch it for a bit longer, and then carry on with the video, okay? Remember, we all have different flexibility. We all are a bit stiff in different places. So you've got to be, and you've got to look within yourselves, guys. If you need to stretch for a bit longer, pause the video. If you don't need to stretch for a bit longer, maybe stretch something else in the meantime, okay? Slide the bum back. Shake out those hands. And guys, that was a Fitnastics workout, okay? I want you guys to challenge yourself with the functional fitness, okay? Guys, try and do 3 to 5 rounds. I'm here to just explain to you the different levels that you can do it at. You guys don't have to do all just the easy or just the intermediate or just the advanced. If you want to do, let's say your plank, you can do the easy plank, the beginner plank. Then for your pike push-ups, you can do maybe the advanced. Then for your dips, you can do intermediate. For your L-sit, you can do the for the beginner again. And then for your step-ups, you can do the most advanced, okay? You can choose. It all depends on you guys, but just make sure it works for you, and I want you guys to push yourselves, okay? Just recapping our social skill, conflict resolution. Conflict is like fighting or argument or a disagreement between two people or two groups. Resolution is fixing, coming to terms or resolving something in some way. So conflict resolution is finding where 2 or more people find a peaceful way to sort out something, okay? And this is where we also got to include our feelings as well as the feelings of others. So we come to a peaceful agreement where where both parties are benefiting, okay? You and the other person, the one group and the other group must be feeling it the same. They both must feel resolved in some way with the fight or the argument that they had. And that's it, guys. Always have a smile on your face, always be happy, and just make sure that you're having a good time no matter what, okay, guys? So this was Sam Dyke with our Fitnastics workout. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.